first graders. Today we're going to be talking about adding with regrouping. I'm going to show you how I would complete an equation that, that involves regrouping, and I'm going to show you how I use my place value chart to check my work. Okay, the equation we're going to be completing is 35 plus 27. This is how you would normally write an equation, what we've learned so far. And this is how we've been doing it. This is called writing an equation vertically. That just means we're writing it up and down and putting the numbers in the columns of tens and ones, or their place values. You'll notice when I wrote 35 plus 27 that I lined up my 5 and 7 in the ones place. I also lined up my 3 and 2 in the tens place. Remember that if you're only adding a 2-digit number to a 1-digit number, that 1 digit would still go in the ones place, okay? But today we're adding 2 digits together. Okay, so does anybody remember the very first and most important thing that we do after we line up our numbers in an equation? We start by adding our ones. We always have to start with our ones, and then we move over to the tens place, okay? That's when you're adding or when you're subtracting. You always must start by adding your ones, okay? So I'm going to add 5 plus 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7 plus 5 is 12. But what I notice about the number 12 is that it's a 2-digit number, and I cannot write a 2-digit number in my ones column. I can only put 1 digit here, okay? So what I like to do is I like to write that number 12, that 2-digit number, kind of off to the side. That helps me. So I'm gonna put a little arrow and I'm going to write the number 12 so that I remember that 5 plus 7 equals 12, okay? Now my next step is to look at that number 12. I'm actually going to show you the number 12 in a quick draw. The number 12 is 1 10, right? And 2 ones. In a quick draw, that's how I would show the number 12. And I need to look at those ones. There are 2 ones in the number 12. Those ones are going to stay here in our ones column. So I'm going to write the number 2 here in the ones column. Okay? But I can't stop because I still have that 110 that we haven't done anything with yet. Because it's a 10, we're going to move it where it belongs, to that tens column, okay? So what I kind of like to do, especially as we're first learning this and we're first starting out with adding with regrouping, I like to kind of draw an arrow to show that I'm gonna be bringing that 1 from our 12 over to the tens place. Because it's a 10, that's where it belongs. And then I need to write the number 1, okay? So now I can add my tens. But I'm not just adding 3 plus 2. I also have to add that 110 that we just brought over there. So now we actually have 3 numbers we have to add together. 1 plus 3 plus 2. Now I know that 3 plus 2 is 5, and 1 more than 5 is 6. So now I have my answer, 62. But I would like to check my work in my place value chart by drawing my tens and ones and making sure that 35 plus 27 equals 62. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first addend, which was 35, and I'm going to draw it over here. 35, just like we set up here, has 3 tens and 5 ones. So that's what I'm going to draw. 3 tens and 5 ones. Okay, this is 35. Now I need to go ahead and add my second addend, which was 27. 27 has 2 tens and 7 ones. So that's what I will draw. Let me change my color here. 2 tens and 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I know that in my place value chart, I have 35 and I have 27. But I need to regroup those ones because there's a group of 10 in there. If there's a group of 10 in there, I need to bring it over to the tens where it belongs. Okay, so I'm gonna find my group of 10, just like I did here, and I'm gonna bring it over to my tens place, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is my group of 10s here. Right? That's a group of 10. And I'm going to kind of draw a little arrow to show that it's a group of 10 and it belongs in the tens place, right? And now I can check my work. I can count to make sure this equals 62. But when I count this group, I can count it as a 10, just like these 10s over here. Okay, so count with me and let's make sure that our sum is 62. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62. And we are correct. Our answer, our sum is 62. Okay, I hope that helped, boys and girls, with adding with regrouping. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me or whoever your teacher is, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, first graders.